What brings us together as humans? It's feelings, isn't it? We all feel, respond, and react emotionally to life's ups and downs. We deal with relationships and events all the time. Some we can cope with, some we can comprehend and find reasons for, and others can be really confusing and disturbing. These are some of the queries that challenge people in their everyday lives. In this series, I have attempted to address a few common issues that you may be dealing with, or you may know someone else who needs help with these questions. I'd like to remind you that there are no good or bad questions and no stupid people for asking them. There is no stigma attached to anyone who may be troubled because of these issues. This series is to help you or someone you know to get an inspirational and alternate view of some of the topics we are going to be talking about. These common issues, you may find that you relate to them too. So listen on.
Join spiritual psychologist and India's #1 biofeedback practitioner, Ritu Malhotra, as she guides you through the paths of self-discovery and personal transformation so that you can live in alignment with your values and purpose. You are listening to the Cellular Alchemist podcast, and here's your host, Ritu Malhotra.
Today I want to talk about safety. How do we address safety? We either feel it or we don't, but we don't really talk about it. Today, let's see how we can describe being safe. When we are inside our homes, secure from, say, intense weather fluctuations, scorching heat, or even snow and blizzards, that is when we certainly feel safe. Or let's say we have X amount of money in the bank or valuable assets that are appreciating, then do we feel safe? Or when we are walking in a guarded area at night, then do we feel safe? Do you notice that when we talk about safety, it's usually the physical we refer to? Yet there are several other situations that could make us question how safe we are. How about when I'm in a new environment where I don't know a soul? I may feel unsafe until someone from a crowd smiles at me or welcomes me with a warm greeting. How about when my performance is going to be judged and I doubt that I could win? That would be unsafe, wouldn't it? Or even in a business situation where I have invested a lot and I don't have adequate data and I'm unable to make an informed choice. Would that be safe? Certainly not. Yes, it's true if you feel tense or if you're compared to another or you feel you're not being heard, that's not a feeling of safety, is it? And obviously, when you're in an unsafe space, there's usually a lot of yelling, threatening outbursts, defensiveness, or even violence at the tone of a voice. That is loud. Example, when someone forgets to do what is expected, you could take it as a personal attack and shout that you're so lazy. You're a lousy couch potato. Now, attacking character instead of voicing the feeling, that won't get you anywhere. What if you said instead, I don't like it when you do that? It's very disruptive and it's very expensive too. Now you'd be creating a safe atmosphere. So let's explore some more of what makes us emotionally safe. I think when you feel appreciated and valued, when you feel worthwhile or when you feel you can trust your environment. To be fair and consistent and kind. Yes, kindness goes a long way. When you feel you can share vulnerable and sensitive feelings with another, that would be a safe space. Not when you're being mocked at or blamed. I believe that feedback or correction is important, of course, but it can be given in a calm and loving manner too. And naturally, when you're emotionally safe, you're not scared to be honest and you know what's expected of you. Even the people around you feel more comfortable then, and they don't feel like they're going to be attacked. And then there's open and clear communication, which is what we all want. Even when someone messes up, there can be a repair that can be done quickly. So there's more laughter and fun that we share in our communications. One more point I'd like to make here is that when people feel unsafe, they tend to become out focused and hide behind blame, reproach, and of course, attack. They're waiting for the other to change. And as we know, you might be waiting a long, long time for that to happen. Today, I'd like to share what I know always works. It starts with creating a space of love, of loving, where instead of trying to change someone, you rather focus on listening and understanding. And even though you may need to correct at times, you are consistent and fair and clear without attacking their character. Then there's more moments of sharing honest emotions like sadness or loss instead of secondary emotions which we tend to share more often, such as frustration or anger. In this way, you're actually building yourself up and inviting real transformation to happen. So, if you want to create a warm, safe, and secure place to be, you need to turn the focus on yourself because you are responsible for your environment. And what you put out there and what you allow to come towards you is your responsibility. You know what's in your control. So just do it.
That was this week's episode for the Cellular Alchemist podcast with spiritual psychologist Ritu Malhotra. Don't forget to follow the podcast on your listening app so that when the new episode drops, you do not miss out on the chance to change your life by changing your beliefs.